I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good right about now. And not just because my Atlanta Dream are coming off a win over the New York Liberty, thus securing a playoff spot, as if beating New York wasn't enough of an achievement, because believe me, it really is. No, this video is about something bigger than that, bigger than any one team, as I'm sure you've all heard by now. But just in case, in the off chance you haven't and were just dying to hear what I have to say about it, yeah, right. In another edition of yesterday's news today, the WNBA has granted yet another expansion team, this time to Portland, Oregon. Quote from WNBA.com. The Portland team, set to begin play in the 2026 season, will be owned and operated by RAJ Sports, or Raj Sports. I'm actually not sure how that's pronounced, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. Led by Lisa Batal Mirage and Alex Batal, and I hope I'm pronouncing those right as well. Portland is the third expansion franchise awarded by the WNBA during this round of expansion, following the Golden State Valkyries and the Toronto franchise, bringing the league from 12 to 15 teams. Lisa Mirage will serve as controlling owner and WNBA governor, while Alex Batal will serve as alternate government. This family brings more than 50 years of experience in the professional sports industry, including serving as investors of the NBA's Sacramento Kings and controlling owners of the NWSL's Portland Thorns. So this is going to be the second WNBA team in Portland, the first one, of course, being the Portland Fire, who played for only 3 seasons, but they were there. In 2002, the WNBA sold ownership of their teams to the owners of their counterpart NBA organizations or independent owners, whoever was the highest bidder, basically. Paul Allen, who then owned the Portland Trail Blazers, he tried to buy the Portland Fire, but well, his already existing financial problems and kind of underachieving Blazers team, well, it stopped him and the team just had to fold. A group led by ex-Blazers player Clyde Drexler tried to buy them after that, but they just couldn't reach an agreement, and I couldn't really find out why during my research, but, well, whatever the reason was, it just didn't happen. And now here we are, 22 years later, and the league is more than ready to try again. But it wasn't without its difficulties. So in February of last year, I'm sure a lot of you heard that Commissioner Kathy Engelbert visited Portland for an event co-hosted by U.S. Senator Rob Wyden, personnel from the Portland Trail Blazers, the Portland Thorns, as well as the basketball teams of Oregon and Oregon State. Several months later, the WNBA was ready to pull the trigger on an expansion team and give Portland a team with tech billionaire Kirk Brown as the owner. But it fell through after Brown and the league disagreed with the team's name. Mr. Brown wanted the team to be called the Rose City Royalty, and Kathy Engelbert thought that name sucked, and she was absolutely right. Brown also had a stake in Shoot 360, which is a basketball training center with locations all across the country, and that was seen as a potential conflict of interest. So the league wanted him to divest, but he didn't, and that was the end of that, at least until now. There's no conflict of interest threatening anything that we know of, and I'm guessing Raj Sports has a much better name for the team than Rose City Royalty. Maybe they'll bring back the Portland Fire name, maybe they won't, maybe they'll have something cooler. Who knows? I certainly don't. But at this point, pretty much anything will be better than the Rose City Royalty. Just say Portland, dude. If everybody knows Portland, everybody who knows basketball knows where Portland is. They know their history with this sport. It's just a total no-brainer. But I digress. This is huge news regardless, and it could not have come at a better time. This league is more popular than it's ever been, which I've been saying an awful lot lately. New TV deals, new streaming deals, 2 more expansion teams in addition to Portland, and who knows, maybe more to come. I know that some fans have been clamoring for a team in Philadelphia for some time, and believe me, I have my fingers crossed for that. Though I also have my fingers crossed for a team in my hometown of St. Louis, but I'm not exactly holding my breath for that. And elephant in the room, I got to address it. I know a lot of people are going to point this out, and a lot probably already have. The Caitlin Clark effect. I'll be the first to admit that the spike in popularity that came with Caitlin Clark was probably a factor in all this. A factor. Not the factor, but just a factor in it. Expansion doesn't happen without demand. And believe me, there is more of a demand in 2024 than there was in 2002, thanks, in large part to Clark. But don't get it twisted. This was put into place before she ever came into the league. The same goes with the Toronto and the Golden State franchises. Look, Kathy Engelbert has been working really hard ever since she became commissioner, and she's responsible for a lot of the growth this league has seen over the last few years, not just with this expansion team. The TV deals, the endorsements, just everything. She's responsible for a lot of this stuff. I'm not saying it's all on her shoulders, and it's not even all on hers and Caitlin Clark's, but give credit where it's due, all right? And she's still not done. Kathy Engelbert is still not done. Again, holding out hope for that Philadelphia franchise. But whatever she does next, whatever the next big thing is, I'll be here, and I hope I'll see you then.